Hello, welcome to the next games in GamePass games in 30. Sorry. So first, let me just pause on. So there was a lot of I have played this before. I will tell you this for a fact. This game has been played before by myself. Um, I can't see FOV. FOV is on max. That's fine. Camera shake off. That's cool. Okay. So I definitely played this game before. I played it a while ago, and I basically completed it. But this is when it I think it pretty much first come out. So I think there's been a hell of a lot of updates to this game since. So I will say, I'm going to tell you this now because I do enjoy this game. We are going to finish this game, right? I am going to add this to the list 100%. We're not going to talk about it afterwards. I'm definitely going to add to the list for that. But for those who don't know how this works, basically, I'm going to pick start game. When the game starts, if there's a cutscene, which I'm pretty certain there is, there might be a different cutscene now, so we'll endure it together. When I start, we'll do 30 minutes. At the end of the 30 minutes, we will declare whether or not normally we're going to continue. We're definitely going to continue this game. This game is going to go on the list because this game is fucking so good. If you haven't played Palworld before, play it. It's a really good game. Everyone was saying it's a riff off of another game beginning with P. We're not going to mention that game in this one. But I think it's so different, and it's really good. Trust me, I recommend it. So without further ado, let us jump in. Start new game. As you can see, I've just recently deleted all my saves. I had 3 saves on here. One of them was on day 36. I had another world with a mate where we literally completed the game. We were on day like 100 and something. Like we did a lot of days. So, but we are going to continue. So create new world. It's going to be called blue world. Okay, that's the name. Multiplayer off, crossplay off, difficulty. We're gonna go normal, but we're gonna change the settings. So like XP rate is gonna be no. We're gonna have everything base. Have everything base. We're gonna turn off raid events. Our death penalties we're gonna drop nothing. And what we're gonna do. And we're gonna up the damage 2 powers to 2. Right? No. Sorry. We're gonna turn down the damage from powers to 0.5. Right? And then we're gonna turn the XP rate up to 2. Now we're gonna make it mad. Okay. Yes. Okay. Uh character no. Character's name is gonna be just blue. Presets. Let's go with this guy. There we go. So as I can only talk about this game in respect to what I've done in the past, right? right? So this is I know this is fast travel points. I'm pretty certain this person gives you some free wood. Thank you. So we can gather wood by picking up sticks from the ground. And we want to build ourselves a workbench. That is what we want to do. Obviously, we're gonna break this workbench when we actually come to breaking it. We're gonna break it, but we're gonna build it here, and then we can hold to build. Workbench done. Right. We are gonna build ourselves a club. Right. Right. And we do have unassigned stat points. Right. Which we are going to put into work speed. And we're going to put into weight. Right. These are my technologies. So these are the stuff we've learned how to make. Now look, PAL dressing facility, global PAL box, completely new. Never seen them before. But we want a PAL box. 100% we want a PAL box. We want PAL spheres. We want a wooden crate. Repair bench. Wooden structures. A campfire. A bow with some arrows and a bed. Alright, fuck it, we can buy all. Besides some cloth. We need to buy cloth at some point. These are the PALs that we've seen and can get. We can now make PAL balls, which is what we are going to want to get. But first, we're going to want stone. Right. Hello. Right, we're going to want stone. How much stone? I can't remember. So we want three wood, 2 stone. You can get wood from punching it, but you get a lot less. Destruction mode. Destruct. Okay. So we're looking around for these blue stones. This is what we're looking for. We're also looking for, I think, if they're still in the same place. Ah, there it is. It's down there. I thought it was up here. There might be one up here as well. There's not. There's just a a purple chest. We're looking to start off with. You want to be looking for as many of these things as you possibly can. By these things, I mean the green. So now, what we can do, what our plan is now, is we can build a primitive workbench, which will be as a quest as well. Right? Means we can now also increase weight. Right? So this is cool. The fact that they give you quests. Obtain Paldeon fragments. Right? Now we have to find, so we have to get some, how much wood can we, is it one per? It's one per, so we need 3, 6. So we need like 30 stone, 27 stone, 27 wood. Okay, let's get that. Why is it dropping? Feels like it was dropping underground. Also, I should have started the timer like 10 minutes ago. So we'll go off the time on the app itself. So we want 27. Yeah, we want 27 wood, which we have 40 wood. And we want 27 stone, which we can get because we have a pick. So we can definitely get 27 stone. So you can see my weight is going up. Uh, 28. Now we can make 9 Palworlds. Which we get an XP for making. So you get XP for basically everything in this game. Anything, any sort of crafting, any sort of catching, anything. You also get so you get bonuses. So I'll show you when we get to the I'll show you when we get onto this screen here. So there's this PAL thing. If you click on one, I have no data for it. I have no data for it until I've caught one. Right. What we can do is you can find a PAL that we want, which is we want one of these cats. We can hit it. And I can $91, 100% caught. Navigativa. Right, which if I now look at my Paldeon, you'll see that we have a Paldea, right? And if we capture 12, we get a capture bonus. And I know you're thinking, why would you want to capture 12? But I know I want to capture. I want to capture at least 2. Oh shit, you got out. right? Now you're thinking, why do you want to capture 2? It's because later on, we can basically make a breeding place. We're just showing you the basics because we will be starting this game from fresh when we get around to playing it. But you want to be trying to capture 2 of each animal because later on you get a breeding pen, and in that breeding pen, as long as you have 2, you can like mate them. But I think they have to be like a male and a female. I don't know if they even do that in this. I can't remember. But I know I have. I have 2. I have 3 cats, 3 chickens. So we could definitely put a cat away. But I'll probably be making my house in the same spot as I did at the start of my first ever playthrough, which I will show you where that is in a second. It's basically down the bottom of this hill. So we're now going to get ourselves 2 sheep. Is the next point of call, is to get ourselves 2 sheep. Because there's certain animals that you also want for certain things. So each pal also has its own like set of skills. So for example, the cativa has 1 plus handiwork, 1 plus gathering, 1 plus mining, 1 plus transport. The chicken has 1 plus gathering, 1 plus farming, and the lamb we don't know yet because we haven't unlocked one. Right. Yeah, captured 2. So we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to up our stamina. And then we're going to up our speed working by 1. We are going to go into like destruction mode. How do we do that again? Yeah, there's a lot of pals, as you can see. I think they've added a load because I didn't think that it went down that far when I last played it. Right. So I'm going to show you where we are going to be building our main world when we start it properly. Also, obviously, there's pals that only show up at night. There's pals that only show up during the day. There's a thing called shiny pals. There are lucky pals. I think they're called lucky. They're not called shiny, and they're called lucky. This is new. No, small pal souls are definitely not new. I've definitely had a small pal soul before. And if I'm also correct, there should be like there's like a swimming part somewhere down here. Also, I will say, the other thing you want to keep remembering is not all people in this game are good, right? Some people in this game are bad people that will like literally shoot and throw rockets and stuff at you. So you want to keep your eye out for that 100%. It's over here. This is the place. If you come over this direction when you first start, there will be a place, I think it's directly below me now. Nope. It's in this water part down here. Well, there's another one of them lucky things if it's in the same place as it was when the game first started. I have been reading up that I'm pretty certain like this company has made another game. So yeah, this is a boss. This is a Mamorust. Which again, we are not going to be touching, obviously. The friendly ones give you something. They're going to be a Pal Sphere. So I required one antique point. There are some pals that are really good. So they got their elk, but they're a level 10. Obviously, I'm only a level 5 or whatever. So there's no point trying to even tame a 10. There was never a mission there last time. So they've added missions into the game, which are new, which are actually quite fun. If I just side missions. So we'll continue on the main mission tress. Yeah, this is where I normally like to start off with. When you first start the game, you're always looking for a big open area. This is where I start my build normally. You also get a penguins. Pangolins. I can't remember what the names of them are, but you get penguins. These are really good because basically when you get to grow plants, so plants you have to have plants to. So let's make a pal box. Pal box. This is where you get to place a pal in your base. So we're going to put down the level 5. So if they've got a red number by their name as well, that means that they're your level. So we're going to put one of each back in here. We're going to put them all in my pal base. We're going to bring one of each with us. Right. You can also upgrade your pal base. So with one wooden chest and one pal deploy a worker pal in your thingy, so you need a wooden chest, which we can make. Right. So what I can now do is now, as long as I've put a worker in, which will put a cat in. Right. So this guy's just going to go off and do his own thing. Right. We can now upgrade our base to level 2. Which means we can now hold... So what level 2 does, it means max power working on our base can now be a 2. So we can now add another one in. Right. But I think what we want to start off with let's get some wood. So this circle here is where our pals are going to be. You see, you've got the cat there, right? So what this means is once I put this down here, right, he's going to run over and he's going to start making it for me. Done. So now you can also, right, you can also, I think it's Y, you lift up a thing and you throw them at a thing, I'm pretty certain. Oh wait, yeah, so they're not gatherers, are they? They're they just mine, they don't gather. Do they gather? Wait. So this thing will go and gather items, I think. So he'll run over here, he'll see items are on the floor, he'll pick them up and he'll bring them to the closest chest. So yeah. That'll happen. So now I think our next plan. Why do these hate me? And my controller dies as well. I'll probably do this on a more custom mode when we next play. Get on out of here. So yeah. I think our next point of call will be food. Right? Which I don't know if we have the PAL points for food. We do, berry plantation. So we need to find some berries, which are over here. Now I can I can eat berries. What we can do is because we've got two pals, we need to build two pal beds. So we're gonna plant two pal beds. So we gotta build. Build. There you go. Two pals equals two pal beds. We need some more wood. 100%. We just need to get loads of wood. So yeah, there's another reason you don't want to have much night. You do want some night because you want to be able to catch the pals that only show up at night, like dreamies and stuff like that, right? You do want some night. You don't want loads of night. So let's make a campfire. I can finish off building these, lads, don't worry. So when pals become stressed. Yeah, pals are not stressed anymore. But now what we can do is we can make cooked food, right? Which we will get. So you want beds. You also want another thing you want is you want a berry plantation, and you want a feeding box, right? Because what a feeding box will do is a feeding box will allow your pals to eat without you having to constantly feed them, right? Uh, but yeah, I think that is going to be us for today. Just because I know we are gonna, if we like play it too much, when they get way too into it. Um, and we kind of want to not get too far into it because we're going to start this game a whole game again when we come back to playing it on the end of the games. So yeah, we're going to end today's video here. We'll be back tomorrow with a Dead Island 2 episode 16, I think it is. So yeah, we'll see you then. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye bye.